How to vote in BC's general election. To vote, one must be a registered voter. To register, one must be a Canadian citizen, at least 18 years old on general voting day, and be a resident of BC for at least 6 months leading up to the election. To register, one must complete an application for registration. It can be completed on the elections.bc website, over the phone, or an application can be printed off the website, completed, and sent in to elections.bc through fax, mail, or email. After an election is called, one can still register, but only when they go in to vote. This is called registration in conjunction with voting. When one registers in this way, they must show identification that verifies their identity and residential address. If one cannot produce documentation that meets these requirements, they can still register if someone else agrees to vouch for them. To be a voucher, the individual must produce appropriate identification, verifying their identity and their address, and either be a registered voter in the applicant's electoral district or the applicant's spouse, parent, grandparent, adult child, grandchild, or sibling. Under the Elections Act, one is a resident of the place where they live and intend to return to after being away. Students who have moved away to attend an educational institution can choose their place of residence as either their usual home or where they live to attend school. Inmates can choose to be a resident of either the place where they were living before in prison or the place where a spouse or parent is living. A prison cannot be used as a place of residence. Inmates with no fixed address may refer to the social service agency in the electoral district in which they were arrested. If one is homeless, they can use a shelter, hostel, or other social service institution as their place of residence. One may be disqualified from voting if convicted of certain election offenses, such as buying votes, intimidating voters to vote in a certain way or not to, or voting twice. Elections BC will notify registered voters by mail where to vote. Their website will also display information on voting opportunities. General voting takes place from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on election day. Most voters vote on this day. However, one can cast a vote in advance or from an electoral district that they are not registered in, or even by mail. Check out the Elections BC website for more details. If one is eligible to vote, they are entitled to 4 hours off work on general voting day. Their employer must not deduct pay or penalize them for taking time off to vote, meaning employees are entitled to their regular compensation for the hours not worked while voting. I hope this helps clarify how voting works in BC, and more people are inspired to get out and vote this year. Thanks for watching.